You've probably heard of a data lake, but what does that term really mean? In this video, you will unpack the concept of a data lake, including the reason that data lakes were created, what makes them unique as a way of storing information, and what they allow you to do. Understanding what makes a data lake tick begins by understanding the data that goes into it. Makes sense, but I'm sure you have a lot of questions. For instance, how do we get data into a data lake, and why would we do that in the first place? If a data lake just houses a lot of data, is everything with data in it a data lake? All great questions, let's get those answered. In its essence, a data lake is a large repository of data drawn from multiple sources. Think of this as a large container that wraps around all of the data inside it. This is different from a data warehouse because a warehouse requires that all of the data inside it conforms to a predefined structure before it enters the system. A data lake allows for more varieties of data types. In fact, this is exactly what the name data lake comes from. Let's think of the lake metaphor some more. Just like a real physical lake which contains a large amount of water drawn from multiple rivers and streams, a data lake helps house data from many sources in one place. Why would you want to bring different data types together? A better question might be why not? You can use data to generate lots of different insights, all very useful to business. Using data from different sources helps generate a greater number of unique insights. To do this, it usually involves using computation to better understand the relationships between a data housed within a particular dataset or between different datasets. The type of comparisons that can be drawn are endless and as varied as the businesses and the data involved. Expanding the kinds of data used is a good way to expand the types of insights that are generated. No matter what kind of data we are comparing, one thing is always true. The more data we have, the better those insights are. Larger datasets mean more certainty that the insights you gather are accurate. At the same time, bringing new datasets alongside old ones makes for insights that wouldn't have otherwise been possible before. Doing this in a data warehouse may not be possible given the kinds of data involved. Imagine comparing invoice data to email data. A data lake can do that. What about social media posts and press releases? A data lake can do that too. If you can think of two data sets, a data lake can bring them together in one place for better insights. But wait, you might be asking, aren't different data sources usually structured differently? Your emails aren't stored in the same format as your invoices, and your sales data isn't the same as your social media posts. Won't that cause problems as they all enter the data lake? One of the key differences that makes a data lake unique is the fact that it stores all of its data in a raw format. This data is held in a large repository of files and folders. You can think of this as a massive hard drive, but on a much, much larger scale. This can be either structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. Whatever format it had as it entered the lake is the format it keeps inside of it. Transformations can be done later if needed, or postponed indefinitely if a given dataset is not used. This immediately reduces the processing load on the system because you don't need to pre-structure anything that comes into the lake. Although data can be structured as it enters the lake, it doesn't have to be. Instead, you only begin structuring data when you need it. It all depends on what you need from your data lake solution. This adaptability is a key differentiating factor. Given this, it's easy to see how data lakes could be big, very, very big. Suddenly there's a place for all that data and all those systems across your organizations. Datasets from multiple systems come together, insights are made, and big data is born. All thanks to the data lake.